Now you're gonna hear me on the radio station. Back then you wasn't ready for this kind of sensation. Well, I was on your bus, but I was in the back. I wore a unicorn shirt, but now I'm dressed in black. Now I'm twice as good looking. I got all the kitty I need. I'm on a roll, 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 roll. I'm on a roll, roll, roll,
You're
roll,
so
roll.
annoying.
You know what you are? You're annoying.
Roll, 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 roll.
Well, hello.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for another episode of the Quarantine Sunday Show. I'm Sean Rao, and this week is cool. I have some new tracks that you haven't heard on the show before, and there's a song that I'm going to play that is going to be out on my next upcoming album. The album is called The Darkness Dressed in Colored Lights, and this is a song on there, but I've never played it live before, so I put that together for this show. I think you'll dig it, and also I have some covers that you haven't heard on the Quarantine Show either. So I got those. Before we get started, as usual, if you can donate to the virtual tip jar for the show, that is awesome. You'll see the link right there embedded on the player. And if you're watching on my website, you can hit the donate button and you can donate that way. Before, after the show, during, whichever. And if you can't donate, don't worry about it. Just spread the word. Keep coming back and enjoy the set. All right. Let's do it. Now for this song, this is a song called Married to the Lord. This is going to be out on the next upcoming album. And here's a little bit of this one. No, not a little bit. I'm going to play you the whole damn song. What am I talking about?
Ain't nobody gonna take me for an angel. I'm just flying with the crows, while all the saints are sleeping in heaven. I'm gonna be down on the altar, taking off your clothes. I don't wanna get you lost in my religion. I don't wanna be a stone, but give me the keys, we won't live forever. I don't wanna drive you crazy, I just wanna drive you home. Oh, oh yeah, oh girl. I know you're thinking that you cannot surrender without selling out your soul. And if holy water won't keep us together, I'm gonna find out what you love, I'm gonna put it in the bowl. So you see a vision in the sky, but are you really gonna let that holy morning pass you by? Oh, you got me wondering. I know you're feeling that you had love before me. I know you'd like to cut the cord, but don't fly so high before I can touch you. I need your body before you get married to the Lord. Oh, oh yes, oh girl.
All right, this track goes back to my first official released album called Magic. I recorded that in my hometown of Troy, New York, and recorded it in an old building that was originally owned by my grandfather, who I didn't know at the time. In fact, I didn't know my grandfather. He died well before I was born, but it was pretty cool that it turned out he owned this building and he had a restaurant in there in the same building, and we were on the top floor of that building recording this album. So pretty kind of haunted feeling about that. Anyways, this is a song called Old Black Dodge, and here it is.
Black Dodge on the side of the road. Oh, black Dodge on the side of the road. I shouldn't have stopped, but how could I know? I shouldn't have stopped, but how could I know? And I slid the sweat with the back of my hand. And I slid the sweat with the back of my hand. She was a river, and I was just a man. She was a river, and I was just a man. She said, hey kid, I don't bite. She said, hey kid, I don't bite. But if you wanna see dark with me, get out of the light. If you wanna see dark with me, get out of the light. Everybody else, what they gonna say? Yeah, everybody else, what they gonna say? I can't do it for love, no. It's got to be for play. I can't do it for love or work, no, 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 no. It's got to be for play. I say, hey, Jesus, was that lie? I say, hey, Jesus, was that lie? I give the heaven and the wilderness of my own mind. I give the heaven and the wilderness of my own mind. the side of the road. Oh, the black Dodge on the side of the road. Oh, black Dodge on the side of the road.
Well, those of you who've been following me for a while know that I'm a big fan of Tom Waits, and a lot of great songs that he put out. And one of my favorites, and one really fun one for me to play, is a song that I played for a bit live and then I gave it a break. You know, a lot of times, even when a song can be really good and I'm really into it, you know, sometimes I have to just give the song a rest after a while, because I feel like for me to get fully behind it, you know, I have to be able to bring something new every time, a little bit of something new every single time I play it. So sometimes I feel it necessary to give the song a break a little bit and then bring some new life to it when it comes back. So I wanted to put the song in the set. I haven't played this to my recollection in the quarantine set yet. So here you go. This is a song called Going Out West by Tom Waits.
Well, I'm going out west where the wind blows tall. 'Cause Tony Valenciosa used to date my mom. They got some money out there and they're giving it away. 'Cause I do what I want and I want to get paid. I do what I want and I want to get paid. Sausage is lying in the sand. I'm no extra, baby, I'm a leading man. Want my parole officer, won't he be proud of me? With my O's 88 and my devil on the leash. My O's 88 and my devil on the leash. I know karate, I wanna make myself available to you. I don't wanna make it, I got real scars, I got hair on my chest. I look good without a shirt. Well, I don't lose composure on a high-speed chase. Well, my friends say I'm ugly, got a masculine face. I got that drag strip courage, I could really drive a bed. Oh, I said I'll change my name to Hannah, but maybe just Rex. I'll change my name to Hannah, but maybe just Rex. I know karate, voodoo too. I wanna make myself available to you. I don't wear makeup, I got real scars, I got hair on my chest. I look good without a shirt. I'm gonna drive all night, gonna get some speed. I'm gonna wait for the sun to shine down on me. I cut a hole in the roof in the shape of a heart. Woo! Well, I'm gone out west where they appreciate me. Gone out west where they appreciate me. Gone out west where they appreciate me. I know karate, voodoo too. I wanna make myself available to you. I don't wear makeup, I got real
right. Now, this one is a track that's going to be on my next record. It's a song called To Make It Real. And, you know, I remember writing the song in my living room where there were no words to it, really. It was just the guitar chords and this overall feeling that I had for it. I knew the emotion behind it, you know, and a lot of times that's what I'll do is I'll record something and they're just like nonsense, you know, syllables. They're just like placeholders, these kind of like subconscious mumblings, you know, these like they're not really words at all, you know, they're just sounds with my mouth, you know, and they're based around this guitar chord formation, you know. That's usually the way I write. And then I'll listen to that and try to figure out what it is the subconscious is saying, you know, and it becomes a track. But so that song was no different. I wrote the music to it in my living room and walked around outside with it for a while to sort of get my head around what the song was saying. And then it became the song called To Make It Real. But the thing with this song was, you know, I use an open tuning for it. It's the same tuning I use for Vincent Black Lightning, which is basically an open E flat. But I totally forgot how I played this song because they're not really like common chords that you would use for the song. And I totally forgot how I played it. So I had to sort of like listen to my old tapes and relearn the damn thing. And but now I have it and play it for you guys. All right. So here we go. This is called To Make It Real. 1, 2, 1.
Not too much, but maybe a little enough to touch. I wish this pill worked every time. It took this to get that feeling like the first kiss. In the beginning, you always shine. All this sky, all this music floating by. One day it will be the last time. Well, you won't get it again until you lose your way, till you lose your face, till you pay tenfold for what you used to steal. When you lose your love, when you lose your mind, oh then, oh my God, you make it real. Who are we behind the makeup but one-way glass, afraid to break into 1,000 shards? The moment's gone, good thing I kept it, it's on my phone. I got this caption here forevermore, but I won't see it again. My baby blue, my ocean green that I thought was true, was just some magic carpet ride. You can't wash out your eyes until you lose your way, till you lose your face, till you pay tenfold for what you used to steal. When you lose your love, when you lose your mind, oh then, oh my God, you make it real. And all this darkness drift colored lights. Everything is wrong, but you look so damn beautiful tonight. When you lose your way, when you lose your face, when you pay tenfold for what you used to steal, when you lose your love, when you lose your mind, oh then, oh my God, you make it real.
Okay, well, for this next one, Minnesota. For this next one, I'm using my trusty baritone. I love this thing. And I got it tuned in a certain way that's kind of cool. A lot of times what I'll do is the real lazy way of figuring out new sounds is I'll just like plug into the amp, right? And then I screw around with these tuning pegs until it just sounds cool, you know? And I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting, wonky, cool sound. And that's what I found with this particular tuning. I don't even know what the tuning is called, but it sounds cool. And so then I just mess with it, see what would sound good in that tuning. So I'm going to play you a new version of AC/DC, going to be a rock and roll singer, folks. Ready? Here we go.
Having me. By the time I was half alive, your standards, but it's all a dirty lie. You can stick your golden handshake, you can stick your silly rules, and all the other shit that they teach the kids at school.
Well, this is the time in the set, folks, where we take a little break and listen to what the folks have to say out there in YouTube land. You know, a lot of people, after watching my videos and songs, have some things to say. And these aren't necessarily negative things to say. These are just comments from people who got really excited and felt like they wanted to share. So I call this segment
YouTube comments from excited people.
Now, you guys know that I wrote this song called Madman. Well, there was a video for that. It came out some years ago on YouTube. And after watching that YouTube video of Madman, Kitty Purrs, this is 4 years ago, Kitty Purrs says this: "Well, slide me sideways and wrap me in saran wrap. I just heard this song for the first time, and I rather like it." Well, Kitty, first of all, thank you for your excitement. I'm a little concerned because I was confused by the saran wrap, but I think I know what you mean. I think that what you're saying is that if you were to be wrapped in saran wrap and listen to that track, what that would allow you to do is really to not worry about the rest of your body. You can just sort of, listen in and not have to, worry about distractions from your body and moving around. No, you're just tuned in with your ears and you're listening and focus, right? I get that and I appreciate it. It was a very nice compliment, but I'm worried for you because, practically speaking, we gotta approach it with this in mind, that if you were to be wrapped in saran wrap, what would eventually happen is your circulation would get cut off. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody came, hopefully breaks in and, rescues you at that point, cuts you out of that, I think what would happen is it would create this sort of negative association with my music in the future where, you're listening to a song and, you might be driving and have a sort of asthmatic attack because, you now associate my songs with not being able to breathe properly. I don't want that for you, and you certainly don't want that for me, right? So let's come to some sort of middle ground here, whether that's just like a weighted blanket or something that, could easily take off there. Not saran wrap, though, that sticks and really hard to get off by yourself. Okay. I recorded this track called By Your Side. It's a song by Sade, big fan of Sade, and recorded this song and a video on YouTube. And I had a comment about 6 months ago. Autumn C says, "He reminds me of my mental picture of Paul Bunyan when I was a boy more than 60 years ago, only he's wielding an axe, like a guitar axe, rather than an axe. I love his singing. Thanks again." Well, Autumn C, I get that a lot. People associate with this mythical Paul Bunyan sort of lumberjack character. And I got to be honest, I've never really chopped down a tree, larger than maybe a 5-inch diameter. I've never even used the chainsaw, really. I don't think I should be trusted with one. But I do get that a lot. And, the beard and the grizzled kind of, I get it, I don't know why I'm drawn to the particular clothing that I am. Nobody knows. You don't know, really. It's a subconscious thing, But I do like plaid clothing. I like the softness of it, too, And, I'll wear these to the post office. I get compliments on them. I don't know if they're loaded comments. Maybe they really don't like them and they're uncomfortable when they see me in these and they don't know what else to do but compliment me. Sort of that reverse sort of backhanded kind of thing. I had a manager years ago who was British, and he was concerned when I first did the first few promo pictures. I was wearing a plaid shirt, and we had a phone conversation. He was overseas, and he said, "Sean, look, we love your beard. We love your beard. It's dark, mysterious. We love your beard. It's your choice of shirt that we're not so sure about. How about something long and flowing? What do you want me to wear? A waterfall?" Now, I have this song called Old Shoes. Well, years ago, I was in Paris, France, and I was recording this song, video recording this song out in a park. I was walking through the park, and I recorded this version of Old Shoes. You can see it on YouTube. And Mandolin Hooper said this 8 years ago. Mandolin said, "Sean Rao's voice could kick Chuck Norris's ass." And on the surface, I appreciate that compliment. That's really nice. Thank you very much, Mandolin. However, that was 8 years ago. 4 weeks ago, that reply got a reply by NWIC Consultants who said, hold up. Chuck Norris was 72 when you made that comment. LOL. Your grandma could probably kick his ass. And NWIC Consultants, okay, that's a good point. However, I would not want to mess with Chuck Norris at any age. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If I was to get in that ring, I would need certain requirements that would sort of, even the scales a little bit. And I'm just being perfectly honest with this here. And I know this is not maybe politically correct, but for my safety, Chuck would need to have some sort of extreme kind of COVID complications during this fight, possibly, visually impaired somehow, whether that be at least legally blind, but definitely no visual aids allowed in the ring whatsoever. I don't want him to be able to hear well, depending on where I want to attack, what side I want to attack. So anything that can be done to sort of mask the audio. Also, I would need some kind of a long pole that had some kind of electrocutive, if that's a word, on the end of it. Sort of like a zapper. Not to put him out completely, just to sort of stun him, and just even the tables. Think about Miyagi. Think about Yoda. These are not beings that you would think would kick ass at their age, but people do. They have that muscle memory. I don't have that muscle memory. So I would want those things if I was going to get in there with Chuck. That's all I'm saying. Now, this one brings up a lot of emotion for me, and I'm going to try to just keep it down a little bit and try to maintain my composure here. But John Hetherington says 1 year ago about my cover version of The Colors and the Kids, which is a Cat Power song. He says, and I quote, "Go back to your boy band, Grizzly. Go back to your boy band." John, I want to tell you something about that time long ago that I don't talk about anymore. I was very young. I was impressionable, and the industry takes you when you're young. They shape you, they mold you, you sing the songs that they want you to sing. Very cookie cutter. Yes, I got a lot of money, but was I comfortable in my own skin? No, I was not comfortable. It took me years to get past that.
Yeah, girl, I'm always gonna be there for you, baby.
I would never do you wrong. Hey, girl.
So thank you, John, for bringing that up again. That time in my past there. I'm not fully over it yet. And finally, I want to give a shout out to Jack Vi. Jack Vi, 10 months ago, saw my song and video for To Leave Something Behind, and he had this to say. Sincerely, he said, if Sam Elliott was a singer, same voice. Same voice. Well, you know, the thing that bothers me about Sam Elliott is I cannot look at his mustache without thinking about how difficult it must be to eat soup or an ice cream cone. And if you have that kind of mustache, you know what I'm talking about. You see, music is essentially 12 notes between any octave. 12 notes in the octave repeats, Jack. All right, folks, let's get back to work. Come on, let's get back. Okay. Now, this track is by an artist, singer who I've been listening to since I was about 15. And so fun for me to sing this song. And, you know, it's the kind of thing where, you know, when I'm covering somebody or even my own songs, you know, sometimes I'll play a song because people really want to hear it. And I know they've been looking forward to that song, and I'll play that song. But there's certain songs I'm really selfish about that I feel like this is like for me. I'm feeling this, you know. And this is one of those songs. It's by Otis Redding. It's called These Arms Are Mine. And I never get tired of playing it. Something about it. But it goes like this. These arms of mine, they are yearning, yearning to hold you. These arms of mine, they are learning, oh, learning to hold you. And if you would live and hold you, how grateful that I would be. These arms of mine, they are burning, oh, burning, burning to hold you. Just be my woman, just be my lover, yeah. I need somebody, somewhere to treat me right. Oh, I need your love and arms to hold me tight. These arms of mine, they are learning, oh, learning to hold you. These arms of mine, they are burning. These
mine. They all want you, and I want and want and want and baby to hold you. And if you were living, oh yeah. They are learning, and they're learning, baby, to hold you. Just be my woman, oh, just be my lover. I need somebody, some way to treat me right. Oh, I need your love and arms to hold me tight.
This track came out on Magic, the first album. It's the last song on the track, and it ended up in this. If you've ever watched that show Parenthood, that was one of my favorite shows when it was on at the time, and I still think it was. The song was placed in one of the episodes, and it was when the grandfather, if you watch the show, it was when he had a heart attack. Not that that's funny. It's not funny. But ended up in the hospital and is in recovery, and they weren't sure if he was going to make it and pull through, and the song plays like in this moment. Really beautiful scene, and I love the way they placed that song in the show. So if you ever get a chance, check it out. It's a really cool episode from a great show. But anyways, it's called The Long Haul, and it's one of my favorites on that album. I love what we did with it.
And I never hit the spring so hard. A newborn song on an old guitar. And I know what it means to be alive. You drive me crazy in all kinds of ways. Love kicked my head and took down my name. Whoa, what happened? Oh, here she comes. There we go. Oh, here she comes. There we go. And I feel so light, and I move like a bird. Hard as a rose and sharp, sharp as a word. Oh, what happened? Oh, here she comes. There we go. Oh, here she comes. There we go. Now when I die, where I go, through the sky, maybe down low, whichever is for real. When I die, where I go, through the sky, maybe down low, whichever is for real. Whoa, whoa, whoa. and I never hit the spring so hard. A newborn song on an old guitar, and I know what it means to be alive.
All right, now I've played this song on the show before, but I have to play it today. Today would have been my sister's 47th birthday, and I wrote her this song after she passed suddenly, and a lot of you know the story, but, you know, writing her a song it's not something that, you know, I felt like, well, you know, I have to write this song, you know, because doing something like that in a forced way is never good, you know, but it felt really natural to me, and I think it's a really good song, and I think it connects to a lot of people from your emails and comments over the years, you know. It seemed like this one, you know, was affecting some people, and I love that we have that connection, we can do that, you know, and find each other through song like that. And it's called The Very First Snow.
World rolls and it changes gears, but today I'll stay in bed. And I'm gonna soak these sheets in tears. I'm gonna think of you instead. They say that you're in a better place now, but they don't believe what they know. You left with all of the Christmas lights on, as light as the very first snow. I see red and I hear the noise. I'm gonna go there when I can. A whiskey rye is my drug of choice. I think the night will understand. And though you won't get that cold anymore, you will freeze in the back of my brain. And in my dreams I will open the door if you will lean into the frame. Ooh. I'm gonna miss your indoor voice and the way you washed your hands, and all these diamonds that you left for me that I just thought was sand. And though that you're in a better place now, but they don't believe what they know. You left with all of the Christmas lights on, as light as the
All right, so here's a cover song I've never played on the show before. In fact, I just learned this one, and it's a Dolly Parton song. And you know, I'm sure you guys know the track Jolene, right? The first time I heard this song was actually not the original version, but it was a YouTube version, and some of you probably heard it. It was somebody took the original song and played it half the speed or something like that, a lot slower, but it's actually her voice, and it sounds like kind of a androgynous kind of a voice. You can't tell if it's male or female, the way that they slowed it down, but there was something about that version that I really loved. And so when I went to figure out covering the song, it's more akin to that version than it is the original, but what a great song, right? So here it is. Here's my version of Jolene.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging you now, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh, please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair and ivory skin with eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is like the summer rain, and I could never compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. I can easily understand how you can easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging you now, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh, please don't take him just because you can. Now you can have your choice of man, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging you now, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh, please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, 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 I'm begging you now, please don't take my man.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you can donate to the tip jar, that's awesome. A lot of you have been coming back every single week. When I show up, you show up, and I really appreciate that. You guys are sincerely awesome for sticking with me, making me feel good, and I hope that you're getting something out of this. I think you are. So anyways, that said, I'll see you guys next week with a brand new show. Bye-bye.